Well, if you remember this Marathon Prevost that was just in here, it was overweight on the front axle, like over 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds on the front axle weight itself. But the more concerning thing was the tires. The 12R 22.5 tires were maxed out on their weight. So we wanted to change those, upgrade to, we went to a larger 9-inch rim with wheel, and then went with the 315/80s, which carry about 2,000 pounds more weight per tire. So that's good. So they're going to put the new larger steer tires on, so he's not overloaded on the tires, which that's more likely what's going to blow on this. He's going to put the bus on a diet to bring the weight down. We're going to confirm that weight's here. We're going to put it on the scales and check the weights too. The tire shop did mount and balance these tires, but if you see where the valve stem is here on this, there's a dot on the new tire. That's supposed to be, that dot is where the valve stem goes, but they are mounted and balanced. We saw the data sheet on it. It looks good, but they should have not done that. So this is going to be the front driver's side. So that wheel itself is going to be about 7,300 pounds just on the one wheel, which was over the 12R 22.5 weight limit. So it's good that we've got these new tires on there. They can handle like 9,100 and something. So big difference. This is the front passenger side. So it's like 7,100, but the passenger is not in the seat right now. So, 125, 150 pounds, maybe more. So this weight here is with the tag axle dumped, so there's a lot less weight on the front axle when the tag is dumped, but when we inflate the tag, it's going to kind of cantilever the weight forward on it here. Yep. Tighten these belts. If you look, they're really, especially the bottom belt on the bottom of this belt is really slapping around. It's actually hitting the frame. It's hitting some wires under there. I think it's really slapping around. We did do an oil change on it, so just going to top off the oil level here after we started it. This is the Mobile Delvac straight 40 weight CF2 rated oil. This is the oil that Detroit actually recommends. When he backs out here, we're going to have him turn the wheels all the way each way and make sure it's not rubbing on the fender skirts or anything. Make sure there's no tire wear because these tires are considerably larger than the others. We did test it in the shop without a load on it, but with it at ride height, we want to make sure too. We were only getting like 12 pounds of boost on this, so we replaced the turbo. It had a lot of play and slop in it. We can actually wiggle it and get it to touch the housing, so the bearings are worn out on it. I'm gonna just gun it for like 2 seconds. I just want to... Go up to 5. It's kind of cheating on a downhill, you know?
Yeah. I only saw 5, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And the EGTs are still split. It might just be a sensor gauge.
Yeah. Just go a little slow and let him go by you. You don't want to drop a tire off here for sure.
Roger.
Have you kind of get on it here and just...
It's floored.
Yeah. I saw 15.2. So it's definitely improved.
Said it got it for 15?
15.2, yeah. You're 15.2 right now. We have a couple big hills we'll be able to climb.
Okay.
If you don't have somebody right on your butt, I would like slow up a little as you come to a hill and then get on it to climb the hill so we can really get the boost to kick in.
Okay.
But I wouldn't speed too much, so 14.9. 15.2, 15.5, 15.5, 15.7. I think it's at 15.8 right when I'm down. Those are much better numbers.
Excellent.
Engine temperature.
Still 140,
Okay, so way low.
150, sorry.
Only reason I'm so concerned about it is because we had your coolant out, and then we also tightened up that fan belt, so if it kicked the belt or something like that, I would just, you know, be extra cautious to pay attention. I was surprised how much those were flopping around.
I was especially surprised at that it was flopping enough to wear on that. I knew they were flopping. I wasn't sure how much they were supposed to.
These scan gauge Ds are really nice. You can get these, I'll put a link on the description to an Amazon link for it. You have to contact the company though to get this special ALDL cable. They'll send it to you. The scan gauge company will. This hooks it to the DDEC computer. So his dashboard gauge for turbo boost only goes to 15 PSI, but we can read over 16 PSI boost because it's digital where it's reading it from the DDEC computer. You can select 4 different things that you want it to read out. Boost is one of them. You can do tachometer, coolant temperature, oil pressure, you know, important stuff like that. I wouldn't do the miles per hour stuff, and I probably wouldn't want to know the gallons per hour or the fuel mileage. You don't want to know that number, but anything the computer reads, you can have it display on there, and you can choose 4 separate items. You just press these little white buttons and it scrolls through there. But this is a great thing. I'll put a link to it from the Amazon, something you can pick up. If you have a DDEC 2 or something like that for the Detroit in a Prevo or something, it's great. 15.5, 15.7, 16. Went to 16.
Did it?
Yep. Yeah, you were just climbing this barely in the throttle, right?
It was a fair amount. It wasn't floored.
Yeah, I mean, you were over 13 pounds of boost.
It is pulling better.
Yeah. Got the 14.9, but then the trans shifted, you know, so it was building. Should have had you hit this one a little faster because it's so steep.
It's holding good though.
Yeah.
It's not pulling down. Hey, I spoke too soon. 1 mile an hour. That's pretty good though.
Yeah. you'll never get your full boost at a lower RPM like this. That blower needs to be moving faster too. But my bus, I have to downshift into third gear on this hill.
In third.
Yeah,
Second.
it's climbing too.
I'm pretty much maxed out on RPM there. You reckon that was 6% that last hill?
Yeah, for sure. 15.7 was the highest number I saw there. I mean, it's climbing these hills like nothing though. Are we even near temperature today, or is it hanging out low?
It's running a little bit low. I'm probably 190-ish. Usually it's around 195 if I'm under any load at all.
Yeah. It's definitely pulling a little better, right?
Oh, yes.
And I mean, that's about a 30% increase in turbo pressure, what we had before.
Yeah, because before on these hills it was plunging down. Now it's holding pretty good.
Yeah, you're accelerating up this one.
Chuck Yeager, eat your heart out.
Well, let's like I said, we'll run fuel injector cleaner through it. Probably keep adding a little bit of algicide to it as well, the biocide. Have you been doing that?
I haven't for a while.
Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll just monitor the performance from there. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna check those EGTs. We're gonna confirm the manifold temperatures when we get back, because I think that's a discrepancy in the gauge.
I don't suppose it's an adjustment on those.
No.
Of course not.
Okay, so the engine is running smoother now. So we did a tune-up on it, and you're not getting any kind of vibration. It just feels more even.
Yeah, it's like silk. Before, from a standing start, I could always feel a little bit of something,
Yep.
and that's totally gone.
See, this one's a little different the way it comes in, but I just saw 500 on it. This is the side that was running. What does it say on there right now on the inside? It was higher, right?
On the so the gauges read backwards, don't they? If it says right side, it's actually that side of the engine, or no? On the gauge, the right one was cooler, the left one was hotter.
That's 479, and this one was 460, 472.
Is the discrepancy on the gauge really large?
Like
400 or 500.
Yeah, but we're not seeing that big of a difference here. But it was still like 200 difference just now when we pulled in, right?
Yep, at low speed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on with his pyrometers, because they were reading 400 degrees difference between the two, and even at idle, it was like 200 degrees different. But when we pulled in and checked them with the heat gun here, they're basically exactly the same, like less than 20 degrees difference. So something's going on with the pyrometers where they're not reading the right temperatures. But his turbo boost is up, and that problem's fixed. We still need him to try and put this bus on a diet, because it's not only overweight on the front axle, but the total gross vehicle weight is over the limit for the bus too. So the conversion is built really heavy. They full time in it, so they got a little bit extra stuff that most people don't too. So the house batteries had already been converted over to lithium, so they're not saving any. They're not. People always kept commenting about on the video, remove those giant lead acid batteries, but they're not. Those are already lithium house batteries that are up front, just behind that front axle. So yeah, they just need to try and put on a little bit of a diet, maybe not carry as much fresh water with them, and maybe keep the fuel tank 3/4 full instead of all the way full, and I think they'd probably be okay. But we gave him some ideas of things to remove in there to save him, another 500 pounds. That's definitely going to help. And they can transfer some stuff they always pull a toad. The toad has its own braking and everything, so they can put some weight in the truck that they pull, take it out of the bus and put it in the truck. So we'll keep an eye on the weights. He's going to get some cat scale stuff done when he gets things readjusted. We know that left from right, he's only 150 pounds difference between side to side. That's pretty good balance wise. So that's what I like about our individual scales is we can weigh the left side versus the right side. When you just pull on like the cat scales at the truck stop, those don't tell you side to side. It just tells you per axle.